Hello, believers. I thought that today I would fill you in on something that I've been talking a lot about lately, the Montauk Project. A lot of you are aware of its existence, but I think understanding just exactly what went on in those experiments is vital to the work that I'm doing. So I wanted to summarize some of the more disturbing and frightening events surrounding the project. Here I have Preston Nichols' books here, Montauk Project and Montauk Revisited. Now, according to Preston Nichols, the Montauk Project was a continuation of the Philadelphia experiment, which was a project performed in 1943 attempting to cloak Navy ships. In the 50s, a group of scientists who worked on the Philadelphia experiment approached Congress with the idea of experiments in mind control and psychological effects using magnetic fields. The proposal was rejected as being far too dangerous, but the group approached the Department of Defense directly, who funded the project using plundered Nazi gold. From the start, the project was conducted by the shadow government and began research at Brookhaven National Labs under the name Phoenix Project. Sometime in the 60s, the project was moved to Camp Hero due to the need for a remote location to conduct the experiments, along with the radar equipment that was already present there. Most of the experiments took place in the underground bunker system present on site, which was massively expanded throughout the 70s, with some of the system reaching under the town of Montauk itself. During this time, experiments in mind control, teleportation, psychic abilities, and time travel were performed, many of which were conducted on unwilling homeless or runaways who were abducted, and most did not survive the trials. A porthole in time was created as part of these ghastly experiments. The researchers used it to travel to different places in time and space. It was said that history was altered by visiting and influencing periods during major wars such as World War II and even back to the time of Jesus Christ. Using that time tunnel, researchers were able to link up with the original Philadelphia experiment that took place in 1943 and brought Duncan Cameron and others through the tunnel and into the year 1983. Cameron claims to have met physicist John von Neumann at this time, who had died in 1957. Duncan and his brother Al Bielek were sent back to the time to the Philadelphia experiment to destroy the equipment which had locked the USS Eldridge in hyperspace. Cameron was then used for his psychic abilities during the experiments, aging him exponentially. To fix this, engineers at Montauk went back in time and convinced his father to have another son, whom the scientists used to transport Duncan's soul into, and became the person everyone knows as Duncan Cameron. The new Duncan continued to aid in research at Montauk until the experiments ended. The time travel backfired when an alien creature came back through the tunnel and wreaked havoc on the facility, killing and eating researchers and decimating all the equipment. After finally neutralizing this monster, the tunnel was shut down. Soon after, the project was halted and all staff were either brainwashed, killed, or sworn to secrecy. The facility was closed and all documentation was destroyed. Preston Nichols was the only one able to recount the details of these experiments after recovering memories which had been repressed as part of his debriefing. So now, I think you'll understand how important it was for me to speak with Duncan. Unfortunately, Duncan and Preston are both gone at this point, and I will need to find another source of information. I'm still hoping to hear from my informant sometime soon to help me with this investigation. Believers, please check back for more videos, like, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear from you. Give me what you got. Take care and stay safe.